It's been a while. I wanted to come on and do a energy report and update, but this won't come off my heart to go chit-chatting blithely along about the weather or what karma's up to. I made a phone call to my girl Chantel to have her say to me the words, "I love you." And she engaged almost immediately with, "I love you so much." You know, I had to hear it because in one day I had no less than 3 clients coming to me with depression and a plan. As a psychic and an empath, I feel every inch of it when you tell me these things. I'm an NLP practitioner, life coach, and psychic. That's about the cup of training that I have to give you. It's not much for taking you from this place to the next, but I can listen. So I'm asking you, are you okay? With the emotional amplitude that I've been hearing people having a hard time managing. The feeling of how much emotions are coming through is part of this problem. Depression is a big word. I call it the big D because it fucks you. When you sign up for the idea of depression, it's a quickly, rapidly downward spinning cycle. In my opinion, and I'm the world according to karma, just me. Depression is a blanket statement for all of the feelings we don't want to deal with. Because the truth is, depression is screaming for you to look at your feelings. You want to do something about it, but you don't know where to start. I would caution you to not immediately grab that word. Because depression gets to that point where we need intervention, right? But what's true is depression is begging you to take a look at your emotions, the heavy ones. And when we avoid that, it comes boiling up. This is a symptom of, apathy, whether ours or others. And when we don't feel safe to express, because I was a paramedic for 20 years. So when I can taste that in a reading, and I will stop the reading and say, listen, are you okay? Because people tend to get uncomfortable because it's a terrifying thing to hear. First thing we do, what should I do, is the first thing. And we feel helpless. And that is the key of depression, is that feeling helplessness. But what's true is it's important to get to the meat of why you're feeling the way that you do, whether it's grief. Are you grieving a relationship? Are you grieving loss in general? Sadness? Are we sad or lonely? Lacking in connection more so, which is compounding the issue of these other unresolved feelings. If we can identify what this feeling is inside of us, we can feed it what it needs. Because this is the true unrequited love we are not getting enough of. And so where do we begin? And that's the question. The number one question people ask me in a reading is purpose in life. What is my purpose? And our purpose is ourselves. Our purpose is to dive into this experience and choice. Yet we look at it as these outward expressions, whether it's the job or the charity work, the life calling. But there's plenty of work to do right here where we are. I have noticed an amplitude of emotions in the wind. My client yesterday came to see me and I kept asking her what she wanted to look into. And she said, I just need to talk. Until she got to the point where she just started bawling and said, I'm just so tired. The answer is in the complaint. Listen to what you hear yourself saying. I'm tired. I'm sick of this. I want this. Because it tells you what to dive into. I don't know what the answer is for you in particular, but I do want to have a conversation about our feelings. They're a big deal. They affect every other part of your life. I don't know, like I said earlier, if I can do much. Those are my qualifications. I'm not a therapist, but I do know how to love on you and offer a space of acceptance, and I will listen. And I just want you to know you're not alone. And this isn't easy. And I'm here. Reach out to people that love you. If you're having a hard time, slow down, feed the body. Thank you for listening to me. I am going to go into meditation with some singing bowls and offer a correction and calibration. This is a tough subject, and people are afraid not only to talk about it, but they are afraid to talk about it to others or to hear it because it's scary. And it should be scary. You should like jump scare a little bit if you've got to that place. So I am calling you out to find the courage to seek some support. That is all. I love you. And then I'm going to come back on here and talk about all the little announcements that I couldn't bear to do without clearing this first. I love you dearly. If you need to talk, please, please, please reach out.